5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Boop, 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 ching, boop. Space, the final frontier. Most of the universe is still unknown. However, today, we can explore our solar system. Prepare for a journey through Triumphant. Made, directed, and edited by Ryan, Ethan, and Matt in equivalent portions. To start, we have Ciro, a blue giant star. Ciro is 22 million miles in diameter, has an average temperature of 20,000 Kelvin. Discovered in very early Phil by Gerald Fenordel, Ciro is the reason for temperatures stable on Phil for survival. However, Phil is only one of the 6 planets in the Triumphant system. Gerbaniflaps. Gerbaniflaps is a very hot and relatively small planet. It is a terrestrial planet, however, temperatures here average at around 700 Kelvin, as it only lies around 11 billion miles from Ciro. Having no atmosphere and being 3,032 miles in diameter, this cannot house life. Of course, it's not necessarily the diameter that kills you, it's the high temperatures and absolutely no atmosphere. The next planet in our galactic journey is planet number 3. Wait! We still need to talk about it, even if it is boring. Alright. Planet number 3. Discovered by John Smith, this is a dull and lifeless planet that lies 17 million miles from Ciro. Having a 15-hour day and a cycle of around 182 Earth years, the planet also has a basic elliptical orbit and an average temperature of 735 Kelvin. Oh, and its only significant feature is a slight mound at its northern pole. Yeah, so that's about it. Turblefafel. Turblefafel. This planet has a weak atmosphere, toxic to humans. This is because it is sulfur-rich and lacks any basic oxygen in all of its forms. This terrestrial planet has an average temperature of 400 Kelvin, and its elliptical orbit rests 24 billion miles from Ciro. Slightly larger than Phil, Turblefafel is about 8,500 miles in diameter, has an 18-hour day, and has a 258 Earth-year orbit around Ciro. Oh man, how long is this document? And next up is Phil. Phil is the only planet in the solar system that holds life, orbiting in an elliptical fashion at exactly 29,392,128,672.379 miles from Ciro. This planet has a standard 24-hour day and 316 Earth-year cycle around Ciro. A 7,917.5 miles in diameter, this planet has a oxygen and nitrogen-rich atmosphere. 87% of the surface is water, and on land, trees grow extremely large due to the significant source of water vapor. The average temperature is 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and most inhabitants don't use the metric system, sadly. Alright, moving on. Before we go any further, we must pass the Mühlberg Belt. Strangely enough, this asteroid belt is composed mainly of carbon emissions and tires. Not enough research has been conducted to explain why. Go. And now for the big fishies, Skuzma. Skuzma, or as the proper title, Excuse-me. This is the first gas giant of our solar system. At a whopping 86,880 miles in diameter and about 100 billion miles from Ciro, Skuzma has a very thick atmosphere, and it is at an average temperature of 125 Kelvin. Discovered by Ott Chu 20 fill years ago, Skuzma has a large storm near its equator, and it is larger than the entire planet of Phil. In general, this planet is the largest planet in our solar system. It's not really in general, it's definitive, it's fact. And there was one. Last but not least, the glorious planet Your Sphincter. Discovered by Pathview Mitpick, this gas giant is not nearly as large as Skuzma, at only 31,500 miles in diameter. However, its orbit is 500 billion miles away, with a cycle around the sun every 5,774 Earth years, and a day and night cycle lasting 32 Earth years. Its dull, thick sphere is surrounded by a beautiful ring of matter, composed of mostly iron and other trace particles. Your Sphincter is the only planet with a ring. However, both Pyron Zieslow and Pete Tan Islak, two scientists at NASA, have concluded that Phil may have had rings just like your Sphincter early on in its history. Thus, we conclude this tour in space. A special thanks to Piezo Unlimited, Pitstick International, and Pizac Technology for funding. Learn more at redsworld.me/Piezo.